All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit, and we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA basketball picks and props for Wednesday, December 20th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, my game just tipped off. As soon as we're going to get done recording, I'm going to go watch it. But I gave out Montana State -3.5 versus Southern Utah. The spread's too low, guys. And I don't care if you watch this today. I am utmost confident that they're going to win this bet. I'm projecting them probably a 12-point win for Montana State. And comment below if I was wrong and roast me if I deserve it.
I like you calling your shot, though, there. I have Memphis -2.5. The game is over. They beat Virginia 77-54. Absolute domination station. Virginia couldn't score. Memphis, all they did was score. So I did go 1-0 on the day. But let's move on to the plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm excited to talk about my play. We are born in the Midwest. We broadcast from the Midwest. I'm going to be talking about a team from the Midwest. Give me Kansas City going up against East Tennessee State. And this should be a very fun game to watch. But I do have to say I'm a little confused about the line. East Tennessee State, they're only favored by 3.5. And I think they should be favored by closer to double digits in this game. Give me Eastern Tennessee State -3.5 points here. They're simply just a better team. Because Kansas City, they come this game with a 5-7 record. They're also 3-6 ATS, but they're a whopping 1-4 on the road this season. Meanwhile, East Tennessee State, they have a winning record with a 6-4, but they are 3-5 ATS. But it doesn't need to be noted, they are undefeated with an impressive 4-0 record at home. So one team, they struggle to win on the road, and another team, they are undefeated at home. And whenever we factor in that East Tennessee State, they have a top 150 offense and a top 100 defense. They should easily be able to cruise to a victory here in this game. Kansas City, they lost in their last game to Bowling Green by 10 points. And East Tennessee State, they're on a 3-game winning streak, winning those 3 games by an average score of 80-58. They have just been dog-walking teams in the month of December, and I expect them to keep that momentum going here in this game. So give me the home team. I'm going with East Tennessee State -3.5 versus Kansas City.
Yeah, Trey, I like it there. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at another top 25 matchup. It's going to be the Baylor Bears going on the road to take on Duke. This is technically a home game for the Blue Devils, but it's going to be played at Madison Square Garden. The Duke Blue Devils, when playing at Madison Square Garden, have a fantastic record. They're 40-18 when they play there. They've won 7 of the last 8 games at that arena. But the Blue Devils this season, they've lost 3 losses: Arizona, Arkansas, and a very weird game, Georgia Tech. That Georgia Tech game is still in my brain. Baylor this season has only lost 1 game against Michigan State. It wasn't their last game. They got blown out by 24 points in that one. I'm going to take Baylor in this game with the point. Duke is very familiar playing at Madison Square Garden, but I think Baylor's the better team here. I'm still scratching my head again about that Georgia Tech game that Duke lost, and Baylor has to be coming into this game very hungry after that 24-point loss against Michigan State. They want to be back on the court. The Baylor Bears are one of the best offensive teams in the nation. They have 6 players averaging 10-plus points per game, much like years past as well. Baylor relies on their guard play. They have 3 fantastic guards again this season, just like they've had in the last 3 or 4 years. I think they will control the pace of this game, and I think they're going to run up the score against Duke. Give me Baylor in a high-scoring game. Give me Baylor with the point. I think it's +1.
It is +1.5 for you.
1.5.
You got a half point.
Give me Baylor with the 1.5 points. Zach, who do you like tonight?
I'm actually going to take Duke. So usually we have the same wavelength going on, but I'm going to go the opposite direction. I really trust Duke to be comfortable and treat Madison Square Garden as if it was Cameron Indoor Stadium. So I really think that, especially playing in the bright lights of Madison Square Garden against Baylor, taking a trip up to the Big Apple, I'm taking Duke Blue Devils all day long on that. I expect them to cover. I do agree that it's going to be a high-scoring game, but I just respectfully disagree on the outcome from Bear.
No, all fair points. I love the head-to-head matchup. Again, what did I say? 40-18 Duke at Madison Square Garden. It's got a great record there. So should be a great game. One of us is going to win. I love the head-to-head matchup. Trey, let's go to the player props. I have start us off.
Zach hit you with all due respect.
No.
But yesterday I gave out Bryce Hopkins over 17.5 points versus Marquette. It's 8:22. We started recording around 8. Their game tipped off at 8. So He probably has some points right now, but I expect him to score at least 18.
Yeah, and I had David Jones over 18 points going up against Virginia. He had 26 in the game, 16 at the half. He dominated this game, so that one did cash for us. Trey, let's go to the plays for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, I know. You guys talked about this Duke versus Baylor game, and I'm going to be taking a player prop here. Give me Kyle Filipowski to go over his PRAs versus Baylor. I don't know who's going to win this game, but I do think it's going to be a very high-scoring game, like both you said. So I'm going to be hammering his over PRAs because Filipowski's been playing some great basketball this season, and he's averaging 18.4 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 3 assists per game, which comes out to 30.6 PRAs per game. And I do expect him to get 30-plus PRAs here in this game pretty easily. That's because, like both these guys said earlier, this game is played in New York, in Madison Square Garden. And Filipowski, he grew up 1 hour away from New York City. So this is basically a homecoming game for Kyle Filipowski. And I expect him to show up and show out throughout this game because Duke, they played through him this entire season, and they're going to play through him in this game too. That's because in his last game, he dropped 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists, almost sniffed a triple-double, which is 48 PRAs. I expect him to dominate. Give me Kyle Filipowski over his PRAs versus Baylor.
Yeah, Trey, I really like that one. And I do want to add the over. I've been thinking about it. I'm going to add the over in that game, 156. Zach, you want to do it with me?
Sure.
All right, we're a team again. We are a team again, over 156 in that game. For my player prop tonight, I'm going to be looking at RJ Davis to go over his total points against Oklahoma. If you look at this game, you would think this is going to be a road game for North Carolina, but this game's going to be played in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the Jumpman Invitational. I like RJ Davis to just continue to play his brand of basketball. This is going to be an auto lock for me every time I see North Carolina step on the floor because I believe RJ Davis can potentially win the Player of the Year. I know it's going to be tough going up against Zach Edey. He's basically a monster in the paint. But RJ Davis is now averaging 21.6 points per game, which is top 10 in the nation in scoring. He has now scored 27-plus points in 5 consecutive games against 4 ranked teams, and I don't see that slowing down in this game against Oklahoma. I'm just going to keep trusting him to show up day in and day out, put up 25-plus points, and go out of there with a win. Give me RJ Davis over his total points as the play. Zach, who do you like tonight?
I like this Mr. Kalkbrenner from Creighton University. He just recently returned 3 days ago from an injury in the second half and fueled Creighton to an 85-82 victory over Alabama. So he's back, and I guarantee you that he is going to be ready to go on a tear. He's been a pain in the Big East for the past several years, and I just think he's a dominant force coming in, and so I'm going to pick him to pop and go over his point total projected for tomorrow.
Yep, I've been to a lot of home Creighton games. Ryan Kalkbrenner is an absolute beast in the paint. I do love that play there, Zach. Trey, start us off with this graphic.
Yeah, I've backed Kalkbrenner a couple times this year. The guy's a cash monster. But for today, I'm going to be going with East Tennessee State minus 4.5 versus Kansas City. East Tennessee State, they're just a better team. The spread's too low. Should be closer to double digits. Just hammer it. I'm also going with Kyle Filipowski over his PRAs versus Baylor. Filipowski almost got a triple-double in his last game. He grew up only an hour away from New York City. So homecoming game for him. He's going to have a lot of friends and family there. So give me Kyle Filipowski over his PRAs versus Baylor.
Yep, and I'm going head-to-head against Zach. Baylor plus 1.5 going up against Duke. And we're going to add the over 156, I believe? 156 for the over there in that game. Give me 155.5 so we don't push. And then I like RJ Davis over points against Oklahoma. 25-plus points in 4 consecutive games. He's doing it against top-ranked teams. Oklahoma's a very good team this season, undefeated. I like him to continue to just ball out and go over his points. Guys, that's going to do it for NCAA basketball plays and props for Wednesday, December 20th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,